What's up everyone, Jared here with Stanton Auto Reviews, and today is a great day. We got a completely different car on the channel than anything we've ever had, the 1971 Pontiac Firebird. As you guys probably know if you're clicking on this video, this thing is something special, and today we're going to show off all the features with it, and take a trip back in time. So without any waiting, let's get started. Okay, so getting started showing off this thing, trip back in time. We got the nice headlights right here. As you can see, it's got the little square slash round design, but the headlights themselves are actually round. And down here you do have the little fog light section. Over here you have Pontiac in red, and you have the big vent. This does show it's a Firebird. You can't mistake it for a Camaro, which I don't think many people do. There's a Firebird tag added to this one, which does look good. And we do have the little hood scoops. These ones don't actually look functional. I think it's just for show, but it does look really good on here. This is a long front end. I could probably lay all the way across it with my 6'6" self. So that's saying something. Coming over to the side, I love the flares of the vehicle. So let's go ahead and start showing it off. Down here you have the honeycomb wheels, which was very, very unique back then. Just adds a lot of character to the vehicle. Along with these tires that are currently on it, it just fits the vehicle really well. This one is running 245 60 R15s, so that's what we got. This one does have mud flaps on it. You do have side ventilation right here, along with Formula 455 for that 455 engine we will be showing off towards the end. You have a little trim running all the way down the side. Move up some. Very tiny mirrors. That is something that I thought was kind of interesting. And we'll go ahead and just show it while we're here. Split vinyl top, not something you commonly see, but this one does have it, and it's in great shape, as you can tell. I mean, it feels good too. I mean, look at that. That's not something you see anymore. Door handles, very basic. We are talking about the 70s here. They just come out. Then you have your keyhole for locking, unlocking. You do have a little Firebird right there. It has a little touch on each side. We do have more of that vinyl top with the window being covered back here. And it's a very unique character to the vehicle, and it makes it kind of hard to see, personal opinion, but it is there. It looks good. And on the back we have the silver trim running across with the nice taillights. You do have a spoiler flaring out, and then you have a Firebird with Pontiac, and then you have your exhaust on each end. Again, just a blast to the past. You know, not many cars are like this at all anymore, and if they are, you have to add the stuff on yourself. So I do think it's really cool that there's examples like this still out there. Again, not too many of these left. So without any further waiting, 6'6" guy going inside. Let's see how it works. Okay everyone, so 6'6" Jared's gonna fit, or try to fit, inside this Firebird. I'll try to get the dimensions. This is an older car and it was kind of hard to find that stuff back then about interior room, but I'm still gonna show you. So hopping in, the seat wasn't adjusted. I wasn't gonna do all that. So hopping in, oh. So the legroom's pretty good if you can move the seat back. Now the headroom, I'm brushing. I'm kind of tilting my neck down. So if you're a tall person, you wanna get this vehicle, if you really like it, do it. But there's probably other options that have more room. But without any further waiting, now that I'm in, let me show you the interior of this vehicle. Alright everyone, so showing off this interior, one thing that makes cars like this so easy is how basic the interiors were back then. You don't have all that crazy stuff, so it makes it not only more simple to show off, but also kind of fun. So getting started with this, going to the door, and I'm a tall person so I'm gonna have to stretch back. The door handle was like a leather pull, which is really cool, and to open it you actually do have a handle right here. And just these older cars, they feel so much different opening the doors. You have your lock up here. Your window, you actually have to manually do it. That's something a lot of people don't see anymore. And then right here, these are controls for the mirrors. You know, see right there, you just control it. Again, technology wasn't as big back then, so it's way different. Down here, it's a little hard, but you know, comfort wasn't the thing, but it is a good armrest to put your arm on. Moving over, you have your brake release lever right there. You do have your e-brake, it's down there, it's an actual push one. Air vent. You do have lights, wipers, those controls over here. Again, it's just old school. I mean, look at this. It's just a simple button. So much different. Gauges, very old school, but also very clean. I love the way they look on this thing. And then over here, you also have some more gauges. You have your AC controls over here, cigarette lighter, which, I mean, look at this thing. It's even got the old school looking cigarette on it. You got more vents right here, and then down here's your little radio with your knobs. This one has a cable running through so you can plug the phone in. Coming down, this is your shifter, old school, very simple. Center armrest, pretty small. I mean, it's good enough. You can put your arm on it. It is low down with the vehicle. And then seats, these are very comfortable seats actually. You have like the cloth with the leather, and they're in very, very good condition. This thing was kept up with very well. Showing off the side over here, you have a little handle, glove box, and then you have the Firebird floor mats. And going any further, over here, going further, you do have the wheel. I do like the design of the wheel. It's very basic. And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, show off the exhaust. So let's go ahead and get that going. All right, everyone. So without any further waiting, let's start it up. And I actually want to show the back seats too. So old school key, you just put it in here, foot on the brake, and let's do it. Now, as you can hear, it comes to life. There's nothing like it. New cars, they sound nothing like this, obviously, because they're much different. And I mean, you can literally feel the rumble of the car. I mean, it's such a good throwback. I mean, look at this. It's literally rumbling. I don't know if the camera picks it up well because it's good at stabilizing. But I mean, it just sounds awesome. And like the way this thing smells, the way it feels, everything about it. I mean, the wood, just all of it. Absolutely awesome. And I wanted to show off, you do have a back seat, and there's your visibility back there with the back. So this car is honestly very practical. I mean, you know, from the 70s, but you can work on it, make it sound good, look good. I mean, look at this thing. It's just running and rumbling. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna rev it some, show off the engine, show off the trunk space, all that good stuff. So hey, let's go ahead and start doing that. Side note, you do have a vent down there, which I think is really cool to cool your legs off. But yeah, let's get back to the actual car. So showing off the back end as the grocery getter, which is my term. This is proof right here that you have all the room you need to do whatever you need to do. This has been going on since the 70s, guys. I mean, look at that. You got a tire, you got a tarp, you got all this stuff in here. This is perfect proof for all my people out there that you want one of these, say, hey, I'll get the groceries for a while. Just let me drive this, let me have it. Perfect. So yeah, but all jokes aside, there's a lot of room in this thing. It's been capable, obviously. You see all the stuff that's in there, and overall, just a great car. But hey, I want to show you the engine. Let's go. Okay, everyone, so we're going to show up that engine, and I'm going to do my voiceover as normal. But before we do, I want to show you how to open this thing, because this was new to me. So you come over here, and on this side there's a lever, okay? And I know we can't really show it that well, but you put your finger in there, okay, and you pull. It pops it, but you got to keep holding, and then you lift the bastard. I might have to cut that word. And it holds itself up after. It's a heck of a workout. I don't need to go to the gym. I'm gonna be freaking muscular after this. But I'm gonna go and show this off, so let's do it. So for the power plant of this 71 Firebird, we have the 7.5 liter 455 HO or high output LS5 V8 engine. You're getting 335 horsepower at 4,800 RPMs. 480 pound-feet of torque at 3,600 RPMs. This is running off a 4-speed automatic transmission. You'll have that 14.2 gallon fuel tank. Fun fact to add on, this is the year that GM mandated engines no longer use the SAE gross horsepower rating and instead use the SAE net power rating to help alleviate the rising cost of high insurance rates on performance vehicles. Thought that was pretty cool. On top of that, the wheelbase is 108 inches, the length is 191.6 inches, and the width of the car is 73.4 inches. Alright guys, so we have the honor to drive this thing today. I haven't driven anything this old in my life. I've driven a 79 El Camino, but that's the extent of it, so this should be fun. Let's get a view of the hood real quick. Look how long this is. That's massive. So this should be interesting. We're just gonna take a little lap around the parking lot, nothing crazy. Yeah, let's go ahead, check it out. So we're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna take a little lap around. One thing I will note, the brakes in this thing, it takes a second. You do gotta get used to that. So let's go ahead. We're in this little parking lot that we found, nothing crazy. It's just, it's a way different feel, you know. The brakes take a lot more. The gas, it's a way different feel than all these new cars that are electronically assisted, all that good stuff. We'll go right here and give it a little bit of power. Oh yeah, that's so much different. You can feel the power, and then like it's just raw. It's raw. As Gordon Ramsay would say, it's fucking raw. That's the Gordon Ramsay term right there.
The lamb chops are fucking raw.
Let's see, we're gonna take it actually to the right over here. Such a long front end. But yeah, all the jokes aside, this thing feels great. It's been kept up with very well. I can see why people love keeping up with these cars, taking them out to shows, all that good stuff. I mean, it's just a pure driving experience that you just can't get anymore. In this car with its 455, just pushing the power it is, just feels so good. I think I'm gonna take a little lap up here and around. Let's go ahead, do that real quick. Taking it down a hill just to feel the brakes. Oh yeah, so much different. I mean, you got to give it a little squeeze. What we'll do here is give it a right turn, and we'll feel some of the power. So let's let this traffic go by. I'm not going to go crazy on the turn, but then when I get straight, I'll give it a little hit. Right, here we go. That feels good. That feels good. This is such a different experience than anything I've driven. Wow. Just going to get my turn on right here. Again, taking it slow. It's not my car, and I don't want to go crazy in front of everyone. And I mean, just hear that sound. I'd rather hear that sound than hear me talking. Now, just want to put it out there. If you've had this car before and you're watching this video, if you haven't now, let me know your experience. I want to know what you think about this, what you've done before. All the people at the car wash are looking at my car. But yeah, let me know, because I'm definitely curious to see what your experiences have been with this car. Yeah, it's so much different. Wow. Like, I've reviewed so many cars, and this is just a whole nother experience right here. All right, we're gonna finish our lap going up a hill. So let's go ahead and make our turn. Right on up this hill. I'll say one thing, going from a Kia Forte every day to this would be a heck of a change. Absolutely change. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time to check out the page today. Hopefully you enjoyed this vehicle. I definitely did. It's completely different than anything I've done. Very cool, you know, being younger like me and seeing something like this, you know, just makes you miss this era. But if I missed anything, please let me know. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.